Brother Ding is rubbing and loves to play, worthy of being the blogger who talked about cars before. He still can't forget the 4S store. A Guangong-shaped mechanical pushcard is made up of 3 SEDC and Ding GE's Quantum. Is the 5-win pushcard co-produced by Ishua Fun or not? Let's take a look. Hello everyone, welcome back to Hidden. EDC I am Mu Wuxing pushing the card. Exclusively customized from 3 Segs Plan S body and Quantum art. The Guangong patch is combined, and the main body is made of titanium alloy, weighing 36 grams. Perfect for EDC takeouts. The green background color is in line with Guangong's classic dress. The front patch is a red-faced Guangong closes his eyes and is not angry. Self-deprecation. On the back is the Qinglong Yenyue sword domineering and powerful. The patch is brightly colored and the relief is exquisite. The layers are clearly defined, and the lines between the patterns are high and low. Not flat, very layered. After pushing the row, we can see that the inside of the cutout is the back of the patch. There is also a delicate relief of the 3S logo on it. In turn, 3 track grooves are visible. You can change the paragraph and intensive modes by yourself. Push cards, lightweight to the touch. Pushing for a long time is not tired. The track is silky smooth and the damping is uniform. Do not skip the stage. By default, 18 paragraphs are pushed up to the dense track. Push down 6 paragraphs. The built-in stainless steel spring is very dazzling. As expected of Ding Ji's co-production, it is as his name suggests, although it is just a direct promotion of gameplay. But pushing down to the end can reveal a magnet position and attract the pendant given by the accessory. It can be combined into a necklace, which is very convenient to wear when going out. It can also be pushed around the neck, and it is also very convenient to use it and take it at any time. In addition, you can also purchase matching display racks on demand. It can be placed at home as an ornament table. It looks good on your hands and neck wherever you put it. Finished, appearance, and grammar, and then look at the internal structure. Top open the patch and unscrew the 2 wire screws inside. You can see the spring ball hole machinery, track groove, line position column, and line position groove. The spring ball groove has 4 replaced with the middle one. At this time, the spring bead corresponds to the track in the middle. Form a paragraph pattern. Paragraph mode, the feel is crisper. And it is also very Ding pushes 9 paragraphs up and 4 paragraphs down. Can be adjusted to your liking. If you want to enhance the grip, it is possible to increase the paracord, and the back of the push card reserves the hope of loose rope holes for everyone. Ding Gu and 3S launched the official knife team as soon as possible. The pattern of the knife team coming to a horse is quite suitable. The latest issue of my channel's EDC Culture video column. I don't know if you have seen it. I introduced in the video how much I love studying the history of world mythology, especially Chinese myths and legends. My own product prototype also comes from Wukong, and the image of a mythical character like Erlang God. But I hope to write COG like Wu Qingzhen. The writing is more hidden, so my design is also conceptual, try to hide a little EDC. But this does not prevent me from appreciating this at the same time. A work in a figurative realistic style. Generally speaking, the video is here. It's time for me to read the closing words. But the theme of this time is myths and legends. It's a professional counterpart again. So I'll say a few more words. Make an introduction to Guangong's god. Everyone knows that Guangong belongs to the god of wealth. In fact, Taoism originally had only one officially designated god of wealth, which was Zhao Gongming. He is a historical figure from more than 1200 BC. As the first god of wealth in Taoism. As of today, in 2025, more than 3,300 people have been on the job. And the second master of the official was born in 160 AD. In other words, more than 1,500 years after Zhao Gongming became the god of wealth, the second master of the official was just born. How did the second official surpass the reputation of his predecessors? It has become the most well-known god of wealth today. This also starts with a robbery story between Buddhism and Taoism. In ancient times, there was no internet, and the deeds of ordinary celebrities were passed down by word of mouth. Although the dissemination is not as strong as Bilibili, once it spreads, the main focus is on a solid foundation. I am convinced. Therefore, the status of folk heroes in the hearts of ordinary people is unshakable. Therefore, Buddhism and Taoism also launched a fierce battle for godheads. The Buddhism I am talking about here is Indian Buddhism, Chinese Buddhism from the Silk Road, not Tibetan Buddhism from the Himalayas. Then there is a hierarchy in Chinese Buddhism. From high to low are the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas of the heavenly realm. There are a total of 7 levels of Arhat protectors and monks and novice upis in the human world. Among them, Arhats are under the direct jurisdiction of Shakyamuni. They are all students, and the real people are generally Bodhisattvas and protectors. Of course, there are exceptions like mechanics. What kind of title does Buddhism give Guangong? It is the second level of Bodhisattva after the Buddha. It is called Tiran Bodhisattva. What does this Bodhisattva do? Just now, I said that the fourth episode of the Buddhist hierarchy is the Dharma Protector, and this episode is the Dharma Protector. For example, before the recent 4 heavenly kings of 3S, the Red Horse EDC is the Protector. There are many different protectors in this episode. Among them, there are 18 former apologists who are Meiyin, Fanyin, Tiangu Temple, Bala, Bala, Bala. They are Qinlan, who specializes in guarding the temple, which itself means the temple. You can understand it as the security guard of the monastery. And Guangong is the captain of the security brigade, specially responsible for managing the Qinlan Dharma Protector team. So it's called Qinlan Pusu. Everyone heard this and heard it, basically a virtuous position. A very dispensable position, but Taoism is different. Chinese folklore is very pursuing money. For example, during the new year you have to say congratulations on getting rich. Therefore, Taoism, as a local religion, of course, understands the local market very well. Our second official will directly go to the god of wealth and become a hit. Now everyone who worships Guangong knows how to go to Guandi Temple, right? Guandi Temple currently has more than 30,000 temples in the world. But Chilan Bodhisattva's Buddhist Zen monastery, such as Yuchuan Temple, Empowerment Zen Monastery, Jade Buddha Zen Temple. I know these 3 anyway. There are more than 30,000 on the opposite side. It can be seen that, in this battle for people, Buddhism lost more badly. Of course, this is not the worst loss for Buddhism. There is something worse than that. And the protagonist of this story has been made into a product by other EDC brands. If I have the opportunity, I will borrow a product and chat with everyone. In addition, after the product was announced, many people are afraid that Guangong will be disrespectful in his hand. In fact, there are also various Guangong handle holders in the door bend. Many of them are made of stone and wood on the plate in hand. There are also metal ones, including pendants, walnuts. Every form imaginable in the Lake of Olive has the Dharma of sightseeing. With the development of the times, there will always be some new carriers. For example, if there was no mobile phone before, we could have made Guangong into a statue. Then today we can also make it into a mobile phone desktop wallpaper. We can make stones to hold in our hands. Of course, it can also be made into titanium alloy and held in your hand. It is said that the heart is sincere, and we have a reverence for the gods. More important than any form of ceremony. Okay, so the above is the entire content of this video. If the video is helpful to your choice, please also pay attention to it with one click. This is very important. Thank you for watching. Amu, see you next time.